as we have the Liberty-Eylau Leopard boys versus the Hooks Hornet boys. I'm Zach Doty, joined by John Droke, here for some Friday night basketball action. John.
Hey man, it's been a pretty great day. Maybe not in the sports world for myself. It's a rough bowl game today here for the Memphis Tigers, but we got some basketball here tonight, and I am fired up about it. Can't wait to see what we got in front of us. Had some pretty good basketball all year. The area tournament last week.
At Pleasant Grove, yeah.
At Pleasant Grove, good matchups there. I believe, what team was it came away with the most wins out of that?
I believe it was Liberty-Eylau. Liberty-Eylau ended up going undefeated in that tournament, so that'll be a good one. But, I mean, we're starting district play in our district streams here, and both of these squads, both girls and boys, were first place and second place in district last year, looking to continue that success. And, I mean, it's just still a lot of youth on both squads as well, where we only see two seniors combined from both squads in this girls' game.
Right. I believe on the boys' side of things, Liberty-Eylau went on a little bit of a streak last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they were undefeated until that loss against Tatum in the playoffs.
And Liberty-Eylau, kind of a surprising loss not too long ago to Pleasant Grove. I was at that one, pretty good matchup, and I assume tonight it'll be a pretty good matchup with the Hooks Hornets. And
yeah, this was a must-see matchup last year. You know, we really didn't know what to expect from Liberty-Eylau really early in the year. Whenever they came to Hooks, we knew how successful Hooks had been in the past as far as their program goes, and you see that Liberty-Eylau comes in and dominates with a win to kick off, you know, district play last season, and then they handle business here at home. You know, Tyrese Harris was really the staple behind the Leopards last year, and now we're seeing kind of that new wave come in for both squads, you know, in respective ways. Now for the Hooks girls, it was Annabeth Black last year, and so now it's kind of what did they do without Annabeth Black, without Diana Hernandez, without Katie Arnold, and kind of where do things lie? But, I mean, you still have a lot of familiar faces on both sides. But we're going to take a quick break and have the national anthem real quick. So we have the national anthem announced there, and we will get ready to have our starters here real quick.
You know, Liberty-Eylau, the girls from the game I saw against PG, they did a really good job of kind of spreading the floor on the offensive side, and a really good job, honestly, of crashing the boards and grabbing rebounds, kind of what kept them in it for as long as they did with Pleasant Grove. On the flip side of that, they kind of struggled with the press that Pleasant Grove put on them. They sped them kind of like their boys do. They sped them up in the backcourt, a lot of turnovers, which led to points for the Hawks, and that's pretty much what ended up getting them at the end of the game. So hopefully they'll have that kind of cleaned up tonight, and we'll have a good basketball game.
Yeah, kicking off with the girls, the Hooks Lady Hornets coming in with 9-5 overall record. The Liberty-Eylau Lady Leopards 17-2. And one of those losses coming to the Pleasant Grove Hawks earlier. John, you were at that game. But key note, Lanija Welch was not a part of that game. One of Liberty-Eilau's star players, number 0.
All right, so we're underway here, and it's going to be the Leopards to start off with it, as they're going to work it over to the corner. It's going to be Rivers. And she'll dump it in, now gets it back, and a quick rejection by Channing Barber down low. Leopards going to keep the basketball underneath their own basket, as they're going to fire it up top. And now a quick jumper on the way off the back iron, no good. comes away with it. It's the Hornets. And that's going to be CeCe Johnson, who has it not going to say that was last touched by CeCe Johnson out of bounds. So the Leopards will get the basketball back early in this one.
So the key for Hooks is going to be obviously their size down low. A lot of experience there with Channing Barber, Rhea, and CeCe and Dee Johnson. It's going to be what happens outside the perimeter that really works for them.
That three couldn't get it to go. That was Welch on it. Last touched out of bounds by the Leopards. And Hooks will take over with 92 feet to go. It's going to be Serenity Gooden to fire in the inbound. Now Gooden, a lot of full court pressure in the back. Almost loses the handle on it. Ball's on the floor. Good pressure there by Welch. Just can't come away with it. And I think Liberty-Eylau is going to try to speed the Hornets up in the backcourt in this full court press. A 1-2-2 they are in. Ball in to Bishop. Now back to Gooden. She'll bring it up. And Johnson going to take it to the right and draw the first points of the ball game for the Hooks Hornets. They take an early 2-0 lead. Good move on the baseline there by CeCe Johnson. As it's going to be Robinson. Thinks about driving inside, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to go against Serenity Gooden, her first, team first. And Leopards will have it on the baseline.
So Gooden and Mallory Bishop both making their first JV starts here this season that we're getting to see, or varsity starts, I should say, this season. So it's interesting to see how they, kind of handle the pressure this season, stepping up for Diana and Annabeth Black. And then, Austin Harris as well, getting more playing time as well.
So after the jump ball, Hooks Hornets will have possession as Liberty-Eylau stays in the full court pressure. And they almost get a steal out of it. That was Banks who got the hand to it, couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, Zorion's a great player, can do a little bit of everything. Look for her to be a key figure in this game as well.
Hooks able to break pressure that time. They get it back down low to Johnson, and she's got her second bucket of the night. Extends the lead to 4 for the Hornets.
Johnson with all 4 points.
So almost 2 minutes into the first quarter here, Liberty-Eylau still looking for their first points. As it's going to be Robinson, brings to the top of the key, going to swing it over. And now a drive by Welch, can't get it to go, rebounded by the Hornets. And now they're going to push the tempo the other way. Now a 3 on the way from Bishop, off the back iron, no good, grabs her own rebound. And now she'll have it, and she'll take another one from the right wing. Can't get that one to go either. Now the Leopards, fast break. And that's going to be Banks who has it knocked out of her hands. Leopards will keep it. A couple of substitutions now for the Hornets.
Great hustle there by Gooden to get to that ball and not allow a free bucket there. We see Dee and Rhea Brown check in for the Lady Hornets.
So the Leopards trying to fire one in. They find Welch. Now kick over to Robinson in the corner. She's going to drive the lane, might have walked. Somehow got it into the hands of Banks, and she's going to put a floater off the backboard. No good. Rebound Hornets. Here comes Brown. She'll have it almost stolen away. Great hustle there to get back in transition by Banks. And if she hadn't done that, that might have been an easy 2 points for Brown. So it'll be Hornets ball in the front court, near sideline. They get it into Harris. Harris working right side, drives the baseline. Now somehow gets it into the hands of Brown, but not before we have a tie-up. Possession arrow favors the Liberty-Eylau Leopards.
Offense just got a little jumbled there between Austin Harris and Rhea Brown. Try to kind of hand it off like a running back almost.
It really did look that way.
Really good job there by Lanijah Welch to get a hand in there and force that jump ball.
And Leopards still looking for that first basket as a wild shot on the way there from Banks. And then we'll have a foul on the putback. Foul is going to go against Brown, her first, team second. And Rivers is going to go to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the line tonight for either team.
And that'll be the key thing for, the size down low for the Hornets is keeping out of foul trouble. We've seen that throughout the years now. I mean, we've seen Rhea, CeCe for over 3 years now playing high-quality minutes since they're freshmen, and that's kind of been the thing that can draw weak points in them sometimes is them getting in foul trouble. And so already Rhea getting a foul called here, and we see the first bucket made by the Leopards from Rivers.
And like you're talking about the size disadvantage for Elliott, it's not a small size disadvantage. Like I would say Hooks is well and above the bigger team down low as Rivers converts her second to get Liberty-Eylau 2 points on the board, 4-2, 5:05 to go on the first. And now Hooks trying to break the full court press. Has it stolen away, now back into the hands of Hooks. Now Dee Johnson takes it all the way, can't get it to go. And Liberty-Eylau going to have a chance to knot it up or take a lead on this possession as Robinson working the left wing. Gets it to Welch. Now right corner to Banks, long three on the way, off the mark, no good. Liberty-Eylau gets the rebound and a wild shot thrown up there by Lee. And the ball now into the hands of the Hornets. Here comes Serenity Gooden. Takes it all the way up and in for two. Serenity Gooden.
Great effort there by Gooden. Tough effort off the glass.
And off the steal as well. I mean, she had no doubt in her mind once that ball was in her hands that she was going to the hoop. As a three now by Welch. Rattles around, can't get it to fall. And gets the graces of the official. Let's say it's out on Brown. So 6-2 your score. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hornets in front of the Leopards.
We'll see Addie Castle check in for Austin Harris. We see Channing Barber and Dee Johnson check in for Cece and Rhea.
As Liberty-Eylau has the ball stolen away. Fast break opportunity for the Hornets. And good effort there by Banks to get back and get the steal as she will be nudged by Bishop. Be the third team foul on the Hornets. 0 team fouls on the Leopards so far, Dodie. Good discipline on the defensive end of the basketball. Is Robinson going to pull it out, kind of slow the pace of the game down. Now Bradley. Back to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Leopards. Robinson takes it in, throws one up, can't get it to go. Rebound Hooks. 1-on-0 the other way. Gooden, and has it denied by Banks. Ball being fought for, and we're going to have a foul called against the Leopards to send the Hornets to the line for the first time tonight. And again, an amazing effort by Banks to transition back defensively.
And, I mean, it was incredible from both sides, really, because, I mean, it was a heads-up play from Channing Barber to get it over to Gooden for that transition bucket, it seemed like. But Zariah Banks is just so talented, so fast. That's a state champion in track right there, Zariah Banks. And showing off that speed, coming down and getting that block there.
Cece Johnson goes 0 for 2 on that trip to the line, rebounded by the Leopards. And thrown away there. Lee looking for the outlet pass to Robinson and just overthrows her, so Hook's going to get the ball back here. As it's going to be
Addie Castle on the inbound over to Gooden.
Gooden going to give it back to Castle. Now to Bishop. They're going to get down low to Johnson. Good move on the turnaround. Can't get it to go, but nonetheless, Bishop there for the stick back, increases the lead to 6 for the Hornets.
Really good job by Bishop working down low, not really having the size, but she's doing it anyway.
And Hooks is doing a really good job of forcing tough shots as we get a foul there on Johnson. But they're really not giving Liberty-Eylau much on the offensive side of the floor. I mean, every shot they've taken has been a tough bucket that they've tried to get. And, you know, good on Hooks for the preparation they've done coming into this one.
And a lot of that is experience, and under Coach Bowles, they have a lot of experience and a lot of talent.
So Miranda Bradley misses her first of 2 attempts at the line on this trip.
We'll see Miracle Jones and Zakira Ford check in for Amani Lee and Miranda Bradley.
Second one rattles around, can't get it to fall. Rebound being fought for on the floor. That was Johnson and Jones on the tie-up. Possession arrow favors the Leopards. Check that, favors the Hornets. And Liberty-Eylau not going away with this full court press. All 10 girls in the backcourt. Ball's fired in. That's Johnson looking to give it up. dangerous pass there to Castle, and Liberty-Eylau is going to get the ball back off the tip. So Austin Harris checks back into the game for the Hornets. Ball stolen away, almost stolen away by the Hornets. Good hands there by Banks. She's going to kick it over left wing. Long three on the way. Bottom! Welch gets the first tray ball for the Leopards. And now a great pass up there to Bishop as she'll take it and can't get it to fall on the fast break layup opportunity. And now a walk called against the Hornets, so the Leopards will get the ball back with a chance to cut this one to 1 or tie on this possession. Welch in the backcourt. And Hooks, hands on it by Gooden. Now they're tied up on the floor, and we're going to have another jump ball. And Liberty-Eylau will keep possession.
It's just a game of hustle. Both teams playing their heart out, fighting for the ball and looking for steals.
It's really been just a good defensive game so far. I mean, everybody's playing sound. And like you're saying, the hustle has just been great both sides. That one stolen away by Hooks. Good hands by Johnson. And now a great full court pass and a great head fake there by Serenity Gooden. And the Hornets doing great in the transition part of the offense. And now this one being fought for in the backcourt. Hooks trying to speed up the Leopards. They had trouble with this against the Hawks of PG, and Hooks is doing just as good of a job as PG did as they get the ball back there off a turnover.
Really good job by Coach Bowles pushing his girls, pushing the tempo. I mean, and you can see that they're giving that they're all Austin Harris over there taking deep breaths, really good and taking deep breaths. But, I mean, it's paying off for sure.
And right idea there from Bishop, just a little bit too clogged of a lane. So it'll be Liberty-Eylau. Across the timeline, that was Robinson. Going to give it to Banks. And Banks going to be pushed there by a Hooks defender. Foul's going to go against Gooden. And that'll send to the line for 2 shots Banks. So Liberty-Eylau going to be shooting 2 the rest of the way on common fouls. Banks' first one rattles around, can't get it to fall. 10-5 is your score, 1:34 left to go. Hornets in front of the Leopards. As we're going to have a lane violation against the Leopards. Hooks basketball. It's going to be good to fire it in with 92 feet to go. Finds Johnson. Johnson was thinking about that pass to Harris. Now she's got to get it up to somebody. Finds Brown. Brown, good pass down low. Oh, man, that was the look, too. Harris just couldn't keep a handle on it. Now Robinson going to push the left side of the floor. Now she's going to bring it back out, set up a play. It's going to be Bragg. Gets it to Banks. Good move. Shot might have been tipped. And now a 15-foot jumper won't go for the Leopards, but they get the ball back on a steal. That's Banks. Puts up and in for 2 on the steal. And Banks is all over the court right now on defense for the Leopards, Doty.
Yeah, she hadn't taken a break yet, but she's still giving it her all, going 100% every single minute of this first quarter.
As Bishop's going to give it to Brown. She's going to take it herself. Can't get it to fall. Good rebound there by Johnson, and she's going to be fouled. I believe the foul is going to go against Ford.
Yep.
Be her first, team second of the first quarter. And the Hornets will have it underneath their own basket.
It's almost hard not to foul her with how aggressive she was coming up and down. I mean, she grabbed that ball right out of the air as hard as she could have, yeah.
So it's going to be ball kicked by a Leopard. That was Bragg with the foot. I can appreciate a kickball, Doty, being a former soccer player.
I can't.
You can't? Hey, as long as it didn't get into the intended target's hands, that's all that matters. There's a good bounce pass into Harris there. She can't get it to fall.
Really clean move there by Rhea, though, to bring it up and try to get it off the glass.
Rhea Brown, check that. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2. 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter. As Brown's first one off the front iron, no good. So kind of been a tough free throw tonight for both squads here so far. And I think Liberty-Eylau want a lane violation there, not going to get it. And his second one, she gets it to fall. So 4-point lead now for the Hornets. Robinson brings the ball across the timeline. A lot of contact there down low, and yeah, they're gonna get Mallory Bishop on the foul, grab the jersey of Banks. So that'll send her to the line to shoot 2.
And that's just the speed of Banks. It's so tough to keep up with her.
Yeah, I think Bishop kind of felt like she was beat there and couldn't get her feet to move. So first one by Banks, off the mark, no good. And free throws kind of being a telling story of this first quarter here, Doty. Just been a real struggle.
Yeah, that's going to be the difference maker, is whether or not you're able to make your free throws, especially with 6 fouls already from the Lady Leopards, and they hadn't really been able to take advantage of it.
And it's going to be Dee Dee Johnson on the rebound and fouled by the Leopards. So 20 seconds left to go. Liberty-Eylau full court pressure. They get the ball in to Brown. She's going to skip it across to Johnson. Johnson going to pick up her dribble on the left wing. Dumps it in down low. Good move there by Brown. Can't get it to fall. And ball going to be knocked out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Hooks. So 4 seconds on the clock here, and you just got to get it down there and really throw up a prayer. 3 seconds now. It's going to be Banks. 1 second. Pulls up. I don't think the shot will count. Didn't go in anyway. So after 11-7, Hooks Hornets in front of the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for second quarter action right here after a few words from our sponsors here on Texarkana Gameday.
Sports injuries can happen anytime, on the field, on the court, and even in your backyard. At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we treat sprains, fractures, concussions, and more with fast, compassionate care close to home. We're open 24/7 with on-site imaging like x-rays, ultrasounds, CT scans, and MRI for quick, accurate diagnosis and treatment all in one place. Let us help you get back to the game faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com for more information.
All right, welcome back here to the Raider Dome. After the end of one, Hooks Lady Hornets in front 11-7 over the Liberty-Eylau Leopards. And Doty, I got to say, I've been to a lot of basketball gyms in my day. The Raider Dome might be one of the coolest names I've ever heard for a gymnasium.
Yeah, it's a great name, but it's also just a beautiful facility here on the campus of Liberty-Eylau. And as you can see on your screen, we want to thank our game sponsors real quick. Hooks Tire and also Exit 208 Realty. But also M&M Tire, you can get 10% off. But thank you to our game sponsors, Exit 208 Trophy and Hooks Tire.
Hooks going to have the ball coming into the second quarter. That's going to be Harris. She'll give it up to Bishop, and now ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Hornets, so it'll be Liberty-Eylau ball with a chance to cut into this 4-point lead. And it'll be Robinson to bring it across the timeline. Guarded by Harris. Almost gets a screen, almost loses a handle on it. Good recovery there by Robinson. She'll drive right side. Going to give it up to Jones. And now Liberty-Eylau really just moving the ball around the perimeter, looking for a good look to the basket, which Hooks has made a very hard thing for them to do here tonight in this ball game. As Hooks gets a steal, and here they come, chance to extend the lead. It's Harris, good pass to Bishop here in the corner, and another good pass down to Johnson, shot on the way, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, and ball ripped out of her hands. They'll call it a jump ball. And the Hooks fans are not happy about that. They thought it was just a steal. And Doty, I think it might have been just a steal. She ripped it out of there pretty quick, but I can see where they're coming from with the tie up there.
I think the Hooks fans were more wanting a foul called on that rather than a jump ball. I don't even think that Zariah Banks just knew that Bishop was right behind her there either.
And good steal down low by Johnson as Hooks pushing the tempo the other way. It's going to be Gooden. Skips it over to Bishop. Now inside to Barber. Takes a hard take to the basket. Can't get it to go. Through a lot of contact, too. And now Johnson gets the third rebound on this possession for the Hornets. And we're going to have another tie-up, this one favoring the Hornets. And I think you're right, Doty. I think they are absolutely fired up about not getting some of these foul calls. Yeah, which there was a lot of contact there on the take by Barber. But none, regardless, Hooks ends up with possession of the basketball as they'll set to fire it in underneath their own basket. And they find Johnson on the cutter, and oh no, they're going to call.
I think they count the bucket. I think is what I just saw.
Is that the signal he gave?
Yeah, he counted the bucket after the foul.
Kind of seemed like a continuation foul there, which in high school is not a rule, but you know, I don't think Hooks is going to complain too much about it. So a good take by Johnson and a chance for 3 points the old-fashioned way here.
See Addie Castle check in.
DD's shot off the back iron, no good. Gets into the hands of Robinson for the Leopards. 13-7, 6-point lead for the Hornets. As it'll be Welch on the right wing. And high pressure there from Hooks in the front court. Shot on the way, no good by Welch, being fought for on the floor. And they're going to get her for a travel. So they're really letting them play here tonight, Doty. I mean, there's been a lot of contact underneath the rim on both ends of the floor. And, you know, I kind of like it. I don't like the ticky-tack foul games. This is more my speed when it comes to basketball. As good pass down low there to Bishop, and she can't get the jumper to go. Rebounded by Johnson. She can't get the stick back to go. Hook's doing a great job on the offensive boards right now, getting these second and third chance opportunities. Liberty-Eylau going to have to find a way to cut that out. As it's going to be Banks. Nice crossover there. Jumper on the way, no good. And that's going to be a foul called against Rhea Brown. And send Ford to the line to shoot 2 for the Leopards. And more often than not, official's going to get you on that downward motion on a block, Doty. Even if it is one.
I mean, you could see the aggression that Rhea kind of had with it. I mean, part of that stems from the frustration on the offensive side of the ball and ends up continuing over, trying to stuff it.
And, you know, that size is really showing its factor here so far as free throw knocked down there by Ford. I mean, Hooks is doing a fantastic job getting offensive boards down here so far throughout the game. As now they have a 2-on-1 opportunity down here. Shot up and good by Austin Harris. And good pass from Mallory Bishop down there in the low post.
It's good for her first bucket of the game.
Robinson, good pump fake, and she's hammered. And that was just a little quick to come off your feet there by Brown. Couldn't stop her body momentum to go into Robinson there. So that'll be the second team foul called against the Hornets this quarter. 0 called against the Leopards, as they'll have it underneath their own basket, set in a box formation. They're going to get it in to Ford. Now somehow get it back up into the hands of Robinson on the left wing. 3 on the way, no good. And second shot, no good. Now the Hornets with the ball. It's going to be Bishop. Ball stolen away. It's Robinson. Drives left side of the floor. Now a 3 on the way, off the mark, no good by Welch. And now a foul called against the Hornets. That was Rivers with the second chance opportunity there. And she'll get 2 shots out of the ordeal. So 15-8 your score, 5:12 left to go in the second quarter. As Rivers' first free throw strips the cotton. Cuts it to a 6-point lead for Hooks. Second free throw, she toes the line. Can't get that one to fall. Into the hands of C.C. Johnson, and that one's going to be stolen away by Liberty-Eylau as Johnson had a miscommunication with her outlet girl. And Johnson now being smothered in the backcourt off the rebound. And now a steal by Banks. Banks looking for the pass down low, tipped by Johnson. And Liberty-Eylau still somehow comes up with possession of it as they kick it out. Banks, head fake. Kick over to Ford. Long 2 on the way, off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. Here comes Mallory Bishop. Kicks it down low to Harris. Harris looking for Johnson. Good pass to Johnson. Fantastic court awareness there by Harris. And Johnson will draw the foul to go shoot 2. And that was just a good job of knowing where you were on the court and trusting you would know where your girl is to make the pass there, Doty.
That was a great job by Bishop.
And Johnson, first free throw is good. That's CeCe Johnson. Addie Castle. Amani Lee back into the game. And CeCe, second free throw off the iron, no good. Rebounded Liberty-Eylau. It's going to be Welch to bring it down the floor. Kick over to Robinson on the left wing. Head fake. Thinks about driving baseline. Good pass down low to Ford for an easy 2-point bucket. And that's a little fake it and make it right there, Doty. Fake high, go low. And it's going to be Bishop on the ball. Now a long 3 on the way for the Hornets. No good. The ball ends up in the hands of Bishop. Castle pass over to Gooden. And she has it knocked out of her hands by Banks. Now some ladies on the floor for the ball. And there's going to be a foul called against the Leopards. They're going to give it to Welch. Say she pushed Gooden. And Liberty-Eylau faithful not too happy about that call. So Hooks basketball in the backcourt. As it'll be Gooden to bring it across the timeline. Liberty-Eylau in a man defense here. Gooden has Banks all over. Pass almost stolen away. Now stolen away by Welch. Welch, fast break opportunity. Little Euro step to the basket for 2. 3-point ball game.
5th point of the game for Lenasia Welch.
And Hooks did a really good job of breaking the upper half of that full court press. As now Johnson kicks it over to Castle, and she's going to be called for the double dribble. And just like that, Liberty-Eylau Leopards with a chance to cut this one to 1 or tie on this possession. Robinson trying to help the Leopards find their offensive groove. Hooks continues to do a great job, and a miscommunication there. Thankfully, Welch was able to get back to that one and shot up and no good for the Leopards. And a full court pass there from Johnson up to Bishop, and she just can't get a handle on it. Right idea there, just a little bit overthrown there, Doty.
Yeah, they're trying to get the Leopards on their heels, and it's worked a couple of times. I mean, we saw that one pass that Zariah ended up blocking. Tried to get one there, and just a little too hard.
Yeah, I think they're trying to speed up the transitional part of their offense and kind of catch Liberty-Eylau before they can get set. As we'll have a foul called against the Hornets. Going to go against Harris, and Liberty-Eylau fans beckoning as to why no continuation foul on that one. So Liberty-Eylau basketball, far sideline. It's going to be Bishop to fire it in. Gets it to Welch. Top of the key. Looking for some movement now from the Liberty-Eylau offense. Now a good pass down low to Banks. She can't get it to fall. Last touch by Hooks. Liberty-Eylau going to keep it. That was a good take there by Banks. Just unfortunate she couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, it was great movement, trying to work it down inside the Banks, working off of that screen. Just unable to get it to go off the glass. Kind of been the story of the game so far for both squads.
Now shot on the way there from Welch. She gets it to go, cuts it to a 1-point lead. 2:30 left to go. Hooks in front by 1. And now ball thrown away, or they'll say tipped out of bounds by the Leopards. So fortunate break there for Hooks. Would have given Liberty-Eylau the chance to take a lead on a possession. As it's going to be Gooden to fire it in. Finds Johnson. Skips it over to Barber. Now looking for Johnson again. Good athletic play to keep that one from going out of bounds and keeping herself from going out of bounds. As Barber working with Banks, and Banks is going to get called for the foul. And send Barber to the line for 2. You know, that was pretty impressive. You know, Dee Johnson, tall girl, being able to balance on 1 foot and keep her momentum from bringing her out of bounds there.
Yeah, that was a great job. And then Channing Barber trying to work inside there, and Zariah Banks, she doesn't quite have the size, but she has the heart and the effort to match up with any sized opponent, and ends up getting called with the foul there, sending Barber to the line, and she misses the first one.
And again, free throws just a struggle on both ends of the hardwood tonight. As sub coming into the game now for the Leopards, Miracle Jones. Out goes Ford.
I see Channing Barber looking for her first point of the game.
And she gets it. So 2-point game. Hornets with a slim lead. It's going to be Welch putting her girls where she wants them. Now a drive here by Lee, and she'll be fouled. And
that'll be 5.
That should be 5 and send her to the line to shoot 2. And will. So a chance to knot this one up for the Leopards. Lee toes the line. Shot on the way. Off the back iron, no good. Leopards have trailed the entire game. Looking to get out of that hole. Second one on the way, no good. Didn't touch the rim, so Hooks will take it baseline out of bounds. And now we have a meeting at the scorer's table between the two head coaches and the head official.
Yeah, I think they're maybe questioning the fouls, but I don't know.
Well, I wonder if they're having a disagreement on somebody's book versus the official book, which case you go by the official book.
Yeah, and you have 2 scorers at the table. You have Coach Bowles' wife over there keeping track for their girls, and you know the home scorebook as well. So
Banks looking to push the tempo the other way for the Leopards. Welch shot on the way, good. Liberty-Eylau, their first lead. Lanija Welch.
That bucket, she reaches double digits, our first double-digit score of the game.
And now a turnover for the Hornets and the chance for the Leopards to extend this lead. Back into the game for the Hornets, Addie Castle. And now the Hornets looking to get the ball back here. This ball almost stolen away there by Brown. Now Lee, dangerous pass inside, stolen away. 2-on-0 fast break. It's Gooden, takes it all the way. Can't get it to go. She blew it. And now Banks. Right idea on the pass. Maybe a too clogged of a passing lane. Ball being fought for. And Liberty-Eylau wanting a travel call, and they're going to get it. A lot of contact there on the floor. Probably 2 or 3 calls you could have called on that one, Doty.
Yeah, and Coach Watson was also wanting to time out in case their girls had the ball down there looking for something.
So now ball given in to Jones. And now 3 on the way by Robinson. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, D.D. Johnson. Full court pass. Now a fast break for Gooden. Takes it all the way, and she's going to be fouled by Robinson and send her to the line with a chance to tie or take the lead. And kind of fortunate there, I think, by Gooden she got fouled, because I think she might have taken 3 steps there with the ball.
Yeah, trying to hit that Euro step to come back inside.
Trying to hit the Euro step. I think she took off just a little too early on it, and she can't convert the first free throw. 1 minute, 4 seconds left to go in the first half. 18-17, Liberty-Eylau in the lead after Hooks led a majority of this first half. So now Gooden looking to knot it back up at 18. Can't get that one to go either. Rebound fought for into the hands of a Liberty-Eylau player. Now Robinson brings it left side, going to drive it herself all the way, and one! Anaya Robinson, coast to coast, baby.
What a way to get your first 2 points. Extend this Lady Leopard lead right before the half. A chance at a 3-point bucket.
For Liberty-Eylau, 3-point lead. Largest lead of the night for the Leopards. And make it a 4-point lead. Robinson gets 3 the old-fashioned way. And now 56 seconds left to go, 21-17 the score. Hooks trying to break this high-tempo full-court pressure, and do. It's going to be Brown. And a just careless pass there right to Banks. Banks going to take it all the way for 2. And Brown, I think, just had a mental lapse right there. Just threw it right into the hands of Banks. And now Liberty-Eylau with another steal. It's Welch. She has 2. Liberty-Eylau doing a fantastic job of speeding up the Hornets, and they want a timeout. 25-17, Liberty-Eylau in front. We'll take a short break during this timeout. Get you a word from our sponsors right here on Texarkana Gameday.
Tired of banking fees and complicated accounts? With State Bank's My Free Checking account, enjoy no minimum balance and 0 monthly fees. Get a free gift just for opening your checking account, because we believe banking should be rewarding. Great for personal accounts and businesses too.
All right, welcome back here to the Raider Dome. Big run there by the Leopards. They sped up the Hooks Hornets in the backcourt and converted an easy 4 to 6 points there to extend their lead 25-17. And now Hooks looking for a response coming out of the timeout. Johnson, lofting pass, throws it away to Robinson in the front court. Now Robinson. Kick over, head fake there by Banks, and they're going to get her on the travel. Yep, she moved her feet just a little bit early there, that one on Doty.
There before that timeout, you saw Coach Watson get so fired up. She was firing up the crowd, getting them behind their back. Everybody wearing red right now is fired up if you're a Lady Leopard.
10 seconds now. Barber. Hand off to Bishop. 5 seconds now. Bishop looking for Barber down low. Nice hand there. And a save. They'll say she stepped out of bounds. That's a good effort there by Ford. So 2 seconds, you really have time if you're Hooks to get the ball in and get a shot up, but that's about it. So I'd say probably put it in the hands of your best shooter. It's going to be Bishop to inbound it. Fires it in. Gooden throws one up. Going to have it blocked by who else than Banks. And so that will do it. Your halftime score, 25-17, Liberty-Eylau in front of the Hooks Lady Hornets. We're going to take a break. We will be back for second half action after words from our sponsors right here on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Cedric Harris. I'm here with Swing Lab Baseball Academy on behalf of Randall Glass. We're excited to add to the fabric of this strong baseball community. We're proud to have used Lone Star Heating and Air as our HVAC provider. Lone Star aligns well with our core values of it being a locally owned family business. We know that we're in good hands with Lone Star due to their reliability and expertise, the quality equipment, and the ease of communication in case any breakdowns happen. We know that we'll be able to get things taken care of.
So today we're here at Swing Lab. We just want to let everyone know that we do commercial projects and we'd be glad to help you out. We do offer preventative maintenance programs as well. We've invested in a nice mobile trailer. We can do your rooftop units, your ground units, whatever you may need. So in the future, if you need anything, please give us a call at Lone Star Heating and Air. We would be glad to take care of all your heating and cooling needs.
craving fajitas but short on time? That's not a problem. Just give us a call and place your order, and we will have them ready for you with no lines or waiting. With same ingredients and the same freshness every day. If life moves fast, so do we. No time to waste. Satisfy your cravings today.
For over 20 years, Hoover Stone & Stucco has been building and restoring exteriors that last. And now that same expert knowledge powers Hoover Soft Wash. We understand how stone, stucco, brick, and siding are built, so we know exactly how to clean them the right way. No high-pressure damage, just safe, professional soft washing that protects your home or business. Trust the team that knows exteriors inside and out. Hoover Stone & Stucco, Hoover Soft Wash. Experience built in.
Texarkana, it's game day and Lost Pizza is ready to feed the fans. From thick crust to thin, we make our dough fresh every single day and top it with all the flavors your crew loves. We are locally owned, locally operated, and proud to support our community in everything we do, from school spirit nights to hometown fundraisers. Dine in, take out, or order online. We're always ready for kickoff. Lost Pizza Company, Texarkana. Fueling game day the local way.
Diamond Bank walks with its customers through every step of life, side by side. From the first checking account in high school to the first home or business loan, Diamond Bank is committed to helping you with all of your financial needs. Diamond Bank's growth is the result of the growth of our customers, and we want to help you feel that same growth. We are proud to have the ability to give back to our local school districts, community organizations, veterans, customers, and more in a multitude of ways. Come discover the Diamond Bank difference with local people making local decisions for our local community. Stop by our current location in Texarkana at 5714 Richmond Road or visit us online at www.diamond.bank to see our products and services. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
My name is Doug Willett. I own M&M Tire and Auto Center. We've been here for over 40 years. We're just a mom and pop place. We service any type of vehicle that you can think of. We do front end alignments. We've got the best front end alignment machine guys here. And we also do AC work for the new Freon, which is the 1234 FY. We do that too. Plus tires. Now that's the major thing. Cooper Tire employees, we're really special with them. We give you 15% off, plus also you get your Goodyear employee refunds back on your tires, which is great for you. Extra value is what you get when you buy from Doug Willett. Don't worry, my guys will take care of you too.
Meet Tony Langford Roofing, your trusted name in roofing solutions. Decades of experience and top-notch service. Passionate about your home safety, we treat every roof like our own. From repairs to full installations, we've got your home covered. Upgrade your roof with our variety of styles and materials. For roofs that last long, choose Tony Langford Roofing. We've got you covered.
Texarkana College is a great place to start your future. Be workforce ready in 2 years or less, or start college and high school with dual credit. Texarkana College, a great place to start or start over.
At Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, we provide fast and compassionate emergency care for all ages. From cardiology to pediatric to outpatient imaging, our board-certified physicians are dedicated to exceptional care when you need it most. Our on-site laboratory offers full diagnostic testing, including MRIs, X-rays, CT scans, and ultrasounds, allowing for comprehensive care in one location. Conveniently located off Calhoun Creek Road, open 24/7, we're ready to help you feel better faster. Visit TexarkanaEmergencyCenter.com today.
All right, welcome back here to the Raider Dome. After the first half, 25-17 your score. Leopards in front of the Lady Hooks Hornets. And, Dodie, I think at the end of that first half there, Liberty-Eylau did a fantastic job. Very high intensity, high pressure, full court pressure. And they just did a really good job of speeding hooks up there. And it was 18-17 there with like just over a minute to play, and they went on a 7-0 run to end the half. So a lot of momentum going in there to the half for the Leopards, and we'll have to see how Hooks comes out in response to that here in the second half.
Yeah, they started out the game in that kind of full court intense pressure, kind of got away from it, backed off a little bit there in between that last part of the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter, and then really picked it up there to close out before the half. And you could tell that it really kind of ate up at the Hornets, whereas we kind of saw the opposite from Hooks, where we saw, you know, kind of laid back a little bit less pressure, more pressure in between the two quarters,
right,
and kind of backed off from there more again. There at the end, but I think they ended up starting to back off a little bit more because of the foul trouble. They ended up getting in a lot of foul trouble in both the first and second quarter, and the Leopards ended up getting in the double bonus both times.
And, you know, I really got to harp on Banks here. Absolute incredible effort there throughout the entire first half for the Leopards. I mean, she was all over the place, man, getting steals, getting rebounds, making tough buckets. We'll look to see her continue that game here in the second half as we are underway. And it'll be the Leopards to start off with the ball, as it's going to be Welch in the corner. She'll bring it back out up top to reset.
Welch was a little quiet in the first quarter. Ended up closing out the first half with 12 points, though. A really dominant second quarter for her. Let's see how that continues after a steal from the Hornets.
And here we go. Other way, it's going to be Harris. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by the Leopards. And now Robinson going to bring it across the timeline. And she's going to skip it over there to Welch. Back to Robinson. Liberty-Eylau just needs a good look at the basket. No need to force anything. As Banks now a three on the way from Welch in the corner. Rattles around, won't fall. Rebounded by the Hornets. And it's going to be Harris, and she's going to be fouled at half court. The first foul assessed to the Leopards of the third quarter. It's going to go against Welch. So Hornets will keep it in the backcourt. It'll be Gooden to run the point. High pressure now from the Leopards in the front court. There's a pass skipped over there to Bishop. And Hooks just kind of moving the ball around the perimeter. If they don't like what they don't see, they won't take it. And there's another foul now called against the Leopards, and once again going to go to Welch. So got to kind of start playing smart on the defensive side of the ball if you're Welch, picking up two quick ones there to start the quarter. And beautiful pass and beautiful finish there by Barber. As Hornets strike first in the second half, 25-19. They cut it to 6. And now a mid-range jumper on the way by Banks is good. Gotta love a good mid-range jumper, Dodie.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Zerion's able to do it all right now. 6 points for her as they get a steal going back the other way.
And it's going to be Bishop. Almost has it knocked out of her hands. Now Welch back to Bishop. Working that left corner. Welch, another long three. Rattles around, won't fall. Into the hands of Johnson. Now stolen away. Banks dumps it down low for two from Ford. And good little series of events there for the Leopards, as it'll be Johnson to take it to the rim on the other side of the floor. And she'll knock it out of bounds on the rebound. Leopards will take over 29-19. They've extended their lead to 10 with 5:54 left to go in the third quarter. And now a slew of subs coming to the game, as it's going to be Banks and Robinson trying to break the full court pressure. They do get it across half court. Ball stolen away by Brown. Good read and good hand by Brown. As now it's Bishop working the right corner, looking for Brown inside. Ball being fought for between Brown and that was Banks. Hooks comes away with it. Mid-range jumper on the way, no good. Rebounded by, and a tie-up underneath the basket.
They're going to call a foul on Rhea instead, actually.
Might have got her on the reach around on the tie-up there. So that'll be Hooks' first team foul of the third quarter. Liberty-Eylau has 2. Now Hooks kind of picking the pressure up in the backcourt. Ball almost stolen away as Bishop fakes the pass down low, takes it herself, can't get it to fall. And now a full court pass up to Gooden there from Johnson, and just a little bit too much mustard on that one, Doty.
That's just been kind of the things that have riddled the Lady Hornets all game so far, is the inability to capitalize on transition buckets and go and score whenever they have those opportunities.
And I think that was kind of the game plan coming in, because they've had to girl deep for that transition as the ball's stolen away by the Hornets there. And good take by Castle, can't get it to go. Ball being fought for, and we'll have another foul. This one going to be called against the Leopards. That's Ford. And Hornets have it underneath their own basket. It'll be Harris. Fires it in to Johnson. Tough look to the basket, can't get it to go. Rebound in the hands of the Hornets. As it's going to be Gooden. Kicks it over to Bishop. Now looking down low for Johnson. And they're going to throw the ball out of bounds, so it'll be Leopard basketball. As Miracle Jones checks back into the game for the Leopards.
Just another errant pass. None of them are on the right page right now.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself, Doty. I mean, they're just not on the same page at all. As Banks going to hand it off over there to Robinson, the left wing. She'll call for a screen, get one, drives the lane, picks up her dribble. Now a three on the way from Banks, off the mark, no good. Banks gets her own rebound, dumps it in down low, and can't get it to go. That was Jones. Liberty-Eylau going to be thankful to come away with possession of the basketball on the tipped rebound. And a great pass there from Banks down low to Jones. As Robinson gets it in, a little head fake there by Ford. And Liberty-Eylau again going to retain possession of the basketball.
And once again, Channing Barber just can't quite corral it down low, ends up going out of bounds.
With the size advantage, you got to be dominant on the boards if you're Hooks here. As three on the way now from Jones. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Banks, she'll put one up. And now Barber trying to fight for the ball. She gets on the floor for it. Still a fight for it. This ball, and finally Hooks comes away with it, and they'll throw it away in transition. Banks, who else? Banks working inside, kick out. Bishop head fake, drives baseline, floater on the way, no good, and thrown to the floor is Johnson by Hooks, and she was not happy about that. It'll be a jump ball as the call. Hornets get the favor of the possession arrow, and it's getting just a little bit chippy now, Doty.
Yeah, and it's just aggravation, I think, from the Hornets.
I think
between no calls and things just not going their way.
Well, as hot of a start as they had against Liberty-Eylau, and now it's just kind of been slowly unraveling as through the second quarter and most of this third quarter. I mean, you're going to get that frustration come out of you every now and then. A Hooks ball, and we're going to have a timeout called by Liberty-Eylau. We'll take one with them.
Well, we'll stay here, actually, and thank our game sponsors. We want to thank Exit 208 Trophies and Awards, Mr. David Briggs over there. Thank you for their sponsorship of this game, as well as Hooks Tire. Thank you to our game sponsors and Buddy Schulten for helping us out with those, and for all the sponsors that we have and all their contributions that they do to help make these games possible. We're very appreciative of these sponsors and their dedication to our athletes in the community.
Doty, little football going on tonight. First round college football playoffs, Oklahoma, Alabama.
Sure is.
I know you're a big Oklahoma guy. You think y'all are going to take down the Tide tonight?
Probably not.
Love the confidence.
Offense stalled out, but a 3-and-out from the defense, so it's going just as expected.
Hooks trying to break this scoring drought as Banks knocks the inbound pass out of bounds. Good hand and court awareness by her. As not a lot of movement right now on these inbound passes from the Hornets. As Bishop trying to fire it in. And now working down low is Barber. She can't get it to go. Johnson going to be fouled on the second chance opportunity. Foul's going to go against Austin Harris of Hooks. be their second team foul of the third quarter. Should be.
I believe that'll go on Miracle Jones.
You're right.
They're on the same team.
You're right. You're right. I got my numbers mixed up there. My team's mixed up.
Dee drains her first one. That'll be her
first bucket in a while.
6th of the game, though. She had 4 in that first quarter.
I was saying for the Hornets, first bucket in a while. They kind of on a scoring drought as she banks the second one in. Hooks stays in the full court pressure. Almost stolen away by Gooden. As Welch going to bring it herself down the timeline. And gets it coast to coast. Welch.
Now at 14 points.
Barber looking for help. Throws it away. Here comes Liberty-Eylau. Robinson takes a 3. Bang! Liberty-Eylau clicking on all cylinders right now. Hook's got to come up with a response. Almost has that one stolen away. Johnson gets it into the front court to Bishop. Now Bishop from the left wing. Going to have a 3 of her own. Rattles around, won't fall. Rebound fought for. Mike could have called an over a back there on Dee Johnson. They'll say last touched by the Leopards. So a bit of a break there for the Hornets. Is now Gooden going to fire a long range 2. Can't get it to fall.
There's nothing really working along the perimeter for the Hornets.
Banks, good take. No good. Hornets going to have to get something going here if they want to stay in this one. And another steal by the Leopards. That's not what you want if you're Hooks. Can't keep making careless mistakes on the offensive side of the floor. And now a foul called on a 2-point shot. Foul's going to go against Miracle Jones.
Austin Harris.
Dude, what am I doing right now? Austin Harris and Miracle Jones are flipped in my head for some reason.
Yeah, Nia was on that opposite side, and I think Austin Harris was getting frustrated and just, like we said, frustration building from that offense, just not kind of clicking over there, and it stems and continues going.
It's kind of been, the first quarter we touched on it some about how Hooks was really doing well in the half-court defense and not giving Liberty-Eylau really good shots, and Liberty-Eylau has pretty much flipped the script on them. And even their full-court pressure, I mean, Hooks is struggling to get the ball across half-court right now. As Bishop toes the line for her second. Looking to go 1 for 2 here on this trip. Can't
Robinson.
get it to go. Dude, my brain is not braining right now. Banks, I know her with the steal. As Welch now. Now it'll be a long 3 on the way, and she gets it to go for Banks. 37-21. Liberty-Eylau starting to run away with this one a little bit.
9 points now for Zarian Banks.
Ball dumped down low to Brown. She'll take it herself and put 2 on the board for the Hornets on the other end.
Ray's first bucket of the game.
Banks, heat check. Can't get it to go. Ball last touched out of bounds by the Hornets.
And, Ellie has all the weapons really to kind of work on the perimeter more this game. They've tried to work it really deep inside, and I expected more perimeter shooting just with that size alone, but they kind of worked more in the inside of the paint more to begin this game, but they've worked more on the perimeter now, and they've found success from out there.
Brown did a good job getting a hand of that one. Just unfortunate it bounced off her teammate's foot out of bounds there.
Shannon Barber in for CeCe Johnson.
Stack formation here on the inbounds. Robinson checked that, gets it at the top of the key. Now a tough shot by Welch along the baseline. A little shooter's touch she puts on it, gets it to go.
16 points for Lanijah Welch.
Having
all scores.
Huge night for Lanijah Welch. As Hooks looking for something. Another turnover. And they just can't catch a break in the front court right now. As Welch, long 3 on the way, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hooks, and now almost another turnover. Now it is another turnover. And now Banks going to put up an easy 2. And Doty, this one flipped from a close game to Liberty-Eylau running away with it real quick. We got a timeout. We're going to take a short break. 41-23, Liberty-Eylau in front in this one. We'll give you a few words from our sponsors and be right back here on Texarkana Game Day.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, welcome back here to the Raider Dome. Liberty-Eylau commanding lead 41-23 over the Lady Hooks Hornets, and they're trying to just get something to get going for them on the offensive side of the ball. As it's going to be Barber. Nice spin move to the basket. Pretty move by Barber to get that hard 2-point bucket.
Good job by Channing for her 5th point of the game.
Welch shot denied by Channing. Now Hooks trying to get some momentum back, and they'll get a foul call on Banks. Right idea, just a little bit too much aggression there by Banks. 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter, 41-25. Hooks trails the Leopards. And
that's the 5th foul, so that'll send Hooks to the line.
So 2 big free throws here for Gooden. Gooden toes the line for her first. And Hooks really needs to string together some baskets on the offensive end of the floor as Gooden misses her first.
We hadn't seen a whole lot of opportunities at the charity stripe since that first quarter, but message still remains the same. Got to sink those.
Second one, she gets that one to go.
Her 5th point of the game.
So 15-point ball game. Hooks definitely not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. As Welch going to be called for the travel. And it'll be Hooks basketball. And that was pretty big. They need a bucket, something awful on this possession. Gooden has the ball knocked out of her hands there by Robinson. Check that. I believe that was Welch that knocked it out of her hands. So it'll be Hooks. They fired into the left corner down to Harris. Now back up top to Bishop. And that was Brown looking down low for her girl. Just a little miscommunication there. Throws it out of bounds, and Liberty-Eylau with a chance to extend this lead. Ball stolen away by Gooden on the inbound, though, and she'll be fouled. Send her to the line to shoot 2. So Gooden's second trip in 2 possessions to the free throw line.
I'm going to have to watch now Nigel Welch in foul trouble. I believe she's at least at 3 now.
I believe you're right. I know she got 2 quick ones to start off the third quarter.
They're going to sub her out for Amani Lee.
So 28 ticks left to go here in the third. Gooden trying to cut it to 14 here. And does. Now Liberty-Eylau going to try to break this pressure and possibly play for the last shot. Unless they have a good look, and we're going to have a foul on the floor called against Cece Johnson. Be the 3rd team foul against the Hornets. It'll be Robinson set to trigger in the inbound. She fires it far corner over there to Banks. Banks gonna drive it herself, kick out. Long 2 on the way from Robinson. Can't get it to go. Good rebound by Barber. Now stolen away by the Leopards. Now ball being fought for in the backcourt. Hornets somehow get it up in transition, and Liberty-Eylau done a great job adjusting their transition defense here in the second half. As a heave there at the buzzer, no good for Miracle Jones. So at the end of 3, 41-27, Hornets trailing by 14 to Liberty-Eylau here We'll take a short break and be back here for fourth quarter action after a few words from our sponsors here on Texarkana Game Day.
Hey, I'm Josh Durrett, project manager with 2B Builders. We're a local GC here in Texarkana. We have Lone Star out here doing our heating and AC. They do a good job for us. We really appreciate the customer service that they provide. I know that at Lone Star Heating and Air, I can always call Matt or Dave, their head commercial HVAC guy, and they will always pick up the phone when I need them. And that's a big thing when we're working out here on these commercial projects. Usually when we're in a bind, we need something and we need it pretty quickly, and we can rely on Lone Star for that.
Craving fajitas but short on time? That's not a problem. Just give us a call and place your order, and we will have them ready for you with no lines or waiting. With same ingredients and the same freshness every day. If life moves fast, so do we. No time to waste. Satisfy your cravings today.
All right, welcome back here to the Raider Dome. 41-27, Liberty-Eylau Lady Leopards out in front of the Lady Hornets of Hooks. We got 1 quarter left to decide this one, and Hooks has some ground they need to make up, and they need to make it back up quick. And just so far through that third quarter, I mean, they just didn't have any answer for the Liberty-Eylau defense, Dodie.
Yeah, and I think Liberty-Eilau's kind of figured out certain situations to kind of break apart this Hooks team as well. And you know, even whenever they're missing shots and they're almost allowing Hooks to corral a rebound and then forcing a steal right after and kind of throwing the Hornets off in that way as well. So just little things like that that Coach Watson's doing to really fire up her girls and get things switched up here.
I think she's done a good job getting them ready. The way that they've handled the full court press of Hooks compared to what we saw against PG, I mean, a lot of arrogant turnovers there against PG that we just haven't seen them make against Hooks, and it's showing up on the scoreboard right now. As Hooks gets the ball after a foul by the Leopards. It'll be Gooden. Hands it off to Harris. Now Bishop going to take it over to the right wing, guarded closely by Bishop. Ball almost stolen away there by Ford. That is Gooden now to Barber. Good pass down low to Gooden and a fantastic cut by Gooden. That was a beautiful play by the Hornets.
And it's not always about what you do with the ball, it's what you do when you don't have it as well. That off-ball movement was incredible by Gooden.
And you know what? I really like that foul there by C.C. Johnson. 1-on-2 underneath the basket. And if you're going to foul them, get your money's worth. Don't let them score.
Absolutely. If you're going to foul them, you have to do it without allowing them a bucket. And, I mean, it was 1-on-3 there, I believe.
Yeah, so I think you're right. There was a third girl coming up.
Yeah.
So Leopards get the ball. Bishop head fake. Drives into the perimeter, and she'll be tied up with by Mallory Bishop. Possession arrow favors the Hornets, and big possession coming up for the Hornets here.
Yeah, jump ball or travel, either way, I definitely saw that going back the Hornets' way.
Yes, and now ball thrown away there by Barber, and now stolen away by the Hornets. Johnson can't get the take to go, and now probably could have been called for the foul there on Banks. Hornets get away with it. And now Banks going to try to slow it down. Hornets bringing the pressure high in the front court. And that was a good bounce pass there down to Jones.
Yeah, they sent the pressure and once you send that pressure, you're going to end up leaving somebody down low, and it ended up being Jones. So,
well, we got
we'll stay here, and we'll thank our game sponsors real quick one more time. Again, we want to thank Exit 208 Trophies and Awards, and we want to thank Hooks Tire for their sponsorship of this game, bringing us this doubleheader action. As we have the girls' game right now, we will have the guys' game to follow right after this. And so, once again, want to shout out those people. They do an incredible job of supporting us, and the Hooks community especially has always done an incredible job of supporting us whenever we start picking them up in basketball season.
Yeah, you know, Hooks always a fun watch, boys or girls. Pretty rich basketball history for the Hornets.
Yeah, but Coach Watson and Coach Lehman have done a really good job here the last couple of years at Liberty-Eylau, really changing things around, really changing this culture. And, you know, basketball has definitely been the top of the pinnacle for Liberty-Eylau, where Liberty-Eylau has really kind of dominated in all sports here recently.
All right, Hooks really need to string together a few good possessions offensively here to get back into this one with 6:26 left to go. As it's going to be Harris. And now pass stolen away down low by Liberty-Eylau. It'll be Bishop. Has it deep in the front court. Now Harris trying to start the 5 count. Ball given up to Jones. Check that forward. And Liberty-Eylau in no rush to get to the basket right now, it seems, Doty. As Bishop ties up. And they will call it a jump ball. Liberty-Eylau going to keep possession. And I think Hooks is doing the right thing here, really bringing that high pressure up beyond the perimeter. Maybe try to force a turnover, or at the very least, a few fouls to give.
Yeah, I think Ellie was almost willing to just kind of waste some time, with no shot clock, willing to just kind of eat it. But, this full court pressure from the Hornets is going to try and suffocate this defense now.
It's a good move by Banks to get through 2 defenders. And now she's trapped by 3. It'll be Bradley be called for the backcourt violation. Foot went over the line. So Hook's going to get the ball back. And, they really, really need a bucket here, Doty.
They do. The defense is starting to figure it out a little bit, trying to put the Lady Leopards in a bad spot. Now, can they secure things on offense to change the vibes there?
A lot of turnover. Let's not say the Lady Hornets have forced some turnovers here tonight. They just haven't been able to capitalize. That time they do. D.D. Johnson with 2.
Great move by Austin Harris down low to her.
Robinson guarded by Brown about the length of the floor there. Banks gets a screen, drives in, takes it all the way herself. Good move by Banks for 2 more.
Incredible job there by the Lady Leopards.
And she just did a good job getting around Johnson.
And if you're the Lady Leopards there, you got to continue to be aggressive on offense. Can't play passive. That's why the Lady Hornets were able to get such success on those last 2 possessions.
Long 3 on the way there off the mark for Austin Harris. And Leopards thought about pushing tempo. Now they're going to slow it down. And I think that's the right call if you're Liberty-Eylau. As it'll be Welch. Gets a screen at the top of the key. Hard move to the basket, going to be fouled and sent to the line to shoot 2. Foul going to be given to D.D. Johnson. And Welch looking to extend the Liberty-Eylau lead. First one, high arcing shot, rattles around, can't get it to fall. Back into the game for the Hornets, Barber and Cece Johnson. Second one, high arcing off the front iron. Barber comes away with it, might have been pushed there, no call. Gooden fires one up into the front court to Johnson, and she passes just off the mark there. Robinson pushing the tempo the other way. She has it stolen away by Gooden. 1-on-1, 1-on-2 now. And good hand there by Welch to knock it out. That could have been a big turning point right there for the Hornets.
It almost feels like Hooks feels like they're playing hot potato. Like they feel like they have to get rid of the ball as soon as they touch it. Where I think Coach Bowles is wanting them to establish themselves a little bit more collected and then make a better pass. And yeah, I think that's where a lot of his frustration sits right now.
I think you're right. It feels like they're forcing a lot of things that they don't have to. I get we're getting close to that point in the game where you do kind of have to start forcing stuff, but they've been doing this since the 3rd quarter, and there was really no reason to. As Gooden comes away almost with another steal, Banks gets a handle on it. Back at half court, gets another good screen at the top of the key. Tough mid-range jumper. She gets it to go. Banks having a great night here at the Raider Dome.
15 points for her.
Her and Welch are tearing it up.
Doesn't even tell her what she's doing on defense.
Oh, she's been everywhere on defense. As, again, another unforced error there by the Hornets, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Leopards. 47-31, 3:40 left to go in this one. Leopards lead the Hornets. We'll take a quick break. Get you a word from our sponsors right here on Texarkana Gameday.
My name is Cedric Harris. I'm here with Swing Lab Baseball Academy on behalf of Randall Glass. We're excited to add to the fabric of this strong baseball community. We're proud to have used Lone Star Heating and Air as our HVAC provider. Lone Star aligns well with our core values of it being a locally owned family business. We know that we're in good hands with Lone Star due to their reliability and expertise, the quality of equipment, and the ease of communication in case any breakdowns happen. We know that we'll be able to get things taken care of.
So today we're here at Swing Lab. We just want to let everyone know that we do commercial projects and we'd be glad to help you out. We do offer preventative maintenance programs as well. We've invested in a nice mobile trailer. We can do your rooftop units, your ground units, whatever you may need. So in the future, if you need anything, please give us a call at Lone Star Heating and Air. We would be glad to take care of all your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back here to the Raider Dome, 47-31. Liberty-Eylau out in front of the Hooks Hornets. And, I mean, so far they've just come out here, established their basketball game, and made Hooks play the way that Liberty-Eylau wants Hooks to play.
Yeah, I mean, the moment that score changed from 17 to whatever it was, and that it switched to 18 in favor of the Lady Leopards, everything started changing, and just it felt almost like the lead was insurmountable for that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously it wasn't. But it's just,
and it is because
it's just unforced turnovers, and it's really just self-inflicted stuff that, you know, if they can fix, this is quite clearly a much different game.
And like you're saying, I mean, through a majority of that first half, up until about just over a minute to go, Hooks was in front for most of the first half. As Banks works it into the lane, and good shot contestation there by Johnson, but a pretty remove by Banks.
Now makes her the leading scorer after that bucket.
She and Welch are in a competition right now, man.
Yep, now has one more with 17 points.
Another turnover there for Hooks. Bishop going to slow it down, get a screen. Good screens up top by Sakira Ford. There's Banks guarded by Gooden. And Liberty-Eylau electing that they are in no rush to get a bucket.
Just got to get the time. I mean, and you see this Lady Hornets defense isn't pressing as hard.
Tough three there by Banks, but she gets it right back. Dumps it down low. 2 points for Ford. And they are doing fantastic into converting these turnovers into points.
Man, a 20-point lead for the Lady Leopards. If you would have said this score this time last year, I don't think anybody would have believed you. Just kind of at what point both programs were at. But Coach Watson has done an incredible job with these girls. And like we mentioned, only one senior on this team. Such a talented group. And they're looking to stake their claim here in this district for a long time.
I'm not sure I'd have believed you halfway through the second quarter that this would be the score. As Hooks being just absolutely smothered defensively right now by Liberty-Eylau. They get it down low to Johnson. She takes it to the hole, going to be fouled. Go to the line to shoot two.
And we mentioned it, like the size difference that Hooks has, and they're going to have to be able to trust that. And that's what Coach Bowles will run the offense through is through that size down low. But Liberty-Eylau is matching that intensity, you know. Ford and Banks and all these girls down low are doing an incredible job of holding their own and not giving up despite being a few inches shorter. And like I mentioned earlier, you're not going for every rebound because they know they're not going to get it. Instead, they're trying to meet them down low and force a steal, and it's working perfectly.
And Liberty-Eylau has really done a great job as a good steal and bucket there by Johnson. Liberty-Eylau has done a great job of even just preventing Hooks from getting it down into the low post. And that's a huge part of Hooks' game plan, just stripped. As Welch going to bring it up top near the timeline, and she'll be fouled by Brown.
I believe Ray will foul out with that one.
So Ray going to watch the rest of this one from the friendly confines of the Hooks bench. His ball fired into the backcourt to Robinson. She has it knocked out of her hands. No call for backcourt there. And a lot of contact there. Great screen. I mean, Rivers is got the sole job of setting those screens up there, her and Ford. There's a steal now here from the Hornets and a full court pass, almost too much, collected there by Barber. Can't get her shot to go. And now the rebound ends up in the hands of Rivers. I feel like in that transition offense, like those passes that the Johnson girls are giving, they're just putting a little bit too much on it. And you end up playing chase instead of getting it in your hands and being able to drive it to the rack. There's Banks now, right wing. 1 minute left to go here in this one. As a long three on the way off the mark, no good. Banks once again comes up with the rebound, dumps it down low. Great pass from Banks in to Ford, just couldn't get it to fall. And now ball thrown away once again, and a foul there. Just another frustration foul by Johnson, I believe, Doty.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see Sichi check out for duty.
42.8 seconds now left to go in the game. And I think barring a miracle, the Lady Leopards are going to walk out of this one with a W.
Yeah, they're going to move to 3-0 in district play already after 3 dominating wins, 90-33 win against DeKalb and an 84-29 win against Queen City, and almost a 20-point win here at home against Lady Hornets.
So Banks just going to try to dribble some of this time out here. Hook's not showing any quit, though. They are Gardner. And now 21 seconds left to go. Clock is ticking. Welch sets a screen for her. Now 13 seconds, and we'll have a foul called against Barber.
That'll be the 5th on Hooks, so they'll take a trip to the line.
Liberty-Eylau just maybe a chance to tack on a few more points to this lead.
Chance to make it a true 20.
Make it a true 20. I like those round, even numbers. First shot by Banks. Good.
Make it 18 for Zariah Banks.
Just going to edge out Welch there, more than likely. And that makes it a 20-point lead with that made basket. 12 seconds now. And it'll be Gooden. Drives left wing. Kick over to Castle. Dumps it down low. Can't get it to go. And that will do it. Your final score here from girls action from the Raider Dome. 53-33. Liberty-Eylau Lady Leopards get a big win over the Hooks Lady Hornets. We're going to take a short break. We will be back for boys action, which should shortly to follow this. Thank you for watching us here on Texarkana Game Day. We're going to give you a few words from our sponsor and be back for boys action here in just a little bit.